Peace and love, good people. Let's get back to it. This Men's Week, and got some heavy questions today, and most of them about sex. So let's jump right into it. Whew. Brother Jamal out of Orlando, Florida asks, is sex considered an exercise? Because let me give you the background of his question. He says, my wife says I don't exercise enough, but I'm like, we have sex a lot, so that's exercise. So let's break this down. On an average man, healthy male and female, a man will expel about 4.2 calories per minute, and a woman 3.1. Let's say 4 for the men, 3 for the women. So the average sex time is between 3 to 13 minutes, and we'll put it right there in the middle, somewhere around 6 or 7 minutes. And that's with foreplay, penetration, everything. The average time, you think you're doing a lot, but most time it's under 10 minutes. So so if I'm burning 4 calories, roughly 4 calories a minute, and the young lady's burning 3 calories per minute, and you think about, 10, let's say 10 minutes. 10 times 4, that's 40 calories. You burn 40 calories in 10 minutes. So the person who's doing the most work is going to burn the most calories. And we got to, what this study didn't put into play was foreplay, such as kissing, rubbing, massaging. All of those activities burn calories as well. So just remember, good people, sex can be a form of exercise, but as far as like high intensity, as far as cardiovascular, it's not going to be anything over the top. It's going to be like taking a brisk walk to the neighborhood store. But again, the person who's most active is going to burn the most calories. And typically that's the man. And what I mean by that is the man, for example, the most popular sexual position is doggy style, or the male domineering position. And the man is literally doing majority of the work. You think about it, he's using his biceps, his triceps, his glutes, his abs. There's a lot that goes into it. And with no different than when she's on top in the female domineering position, she's doing all the work. So the person who's doing all the work is going to lose the most calories. And there you have it. Thank you, Brother Jamal out of Orlando. Married brother, by the way. Another married question comes from Brother Daryl out of Alabama. He says, my wife says I want sex too much. He says, Dr. Muhammad, how many times, what's too much? How many times a week is considered a healthy balance? It all depends on the couple. Every couple is different. Whatever works for you and your wife works for you and your wife. I say a good medium is minimum twice a week. And people, think about it. If we having sex 7 minutes, and we're going to round it up to 10. If we having sex for 10 minutes, every time around, and you have sex twice a week, that's 20 minutes you've devoted to sex. That's not a whole lot. If it's 24 hours in a day, and that's 7 days a week, and you take 10 minutes to give your lover what he or she desires, that's not asking a whole lot. But Brother Daryl, talk to your wife, and maybe something that she's not enjoying, something you need to communicate to her differently, or she needs to communicate to you differently. And think about this, people. When it comes to sex, we got to be open. We got to be, leave your, your biases or your discretions, leave it out of the bedroom. You go into the bedroom, just be like, I'm all in, because remember, what's the purpose of being in there if you're not all in? Sex should be a wild, beautiful game, and you should enjoy it. It shouldn't be all these limitations. So go in there uninhibited and just be ready to say explore if you're going to do it. If you're going to do it right. Next question comes from Brother Cortez out of New Jersey. How important is emotional connection in order to have sex? How important is the emotional connection in order to have sex? It all depends. So I'll go on record and say, empirically speaking, 90% of men is just about the sex. The other 10% is mental. So for the average 90% of men, they see a vagina, they diving into it. They don't need an emotional connection. The other 10%, who what I call have an emotional penis, meaning that both heads have to be connected to the woman in order to go in. And I'm one of those people. If I'm not into you, I can't go into you. But most men, unfortunately, they don't think that way. They thinking like, oh, they see it, they diving in. So emotional connection is very important, Brother Cortez. Very, very important. Both parties should be on the same page. And remember, sex is only good when the woman wants it, period. If she's not into it, it's not going to be good. That's why men control the romance, women control the sexual energy. Brothers, you romance your woman, Give her what she desires, what she needs, outside the bedroom. More importantly, I guarantee you, 99% of the time, she's going to show out for you in the bedroom. But you got to romance her first. All right, good question. Next question comes from Brother Maurice out of Atlanta, Georgia. And he says, what characteristics stipulates a good man? What characteristics stipulates a good man? RAP, right? Reliable, accountable, and present. Those are the three main factors. And he shall under these codes, these words: love, truth, peace, freedom, justice, honor, and respect. A man should honor love, truth, peace, freedom, justice, honor, and respect. And I guarantee you, you see those characters in a man, he's a good man. But remember, brothers, we got to exude that lion in order for that lioness to want to surrender or submit to you. Remember, woman submits to man as man submits to God. You find a woman that's submitting to her husband or her man, I guarantee you that man is submitting to God. Find a man has, and remember, the closest connection a man has to God is through the woman. You find a man that disrespects woman, I guarantee you he doesn't respect God, period. Next question comes from Brother Chuck out of St. Louis. He says, I'm against my wife getting a tattoo. How can I express to her not to? I'm going to advise you not to do that. But if it's something that you are, is it, something scripture-wise? What's your issue behind her getting a tattoo? And when you go to her, just ask her, say, hey, baby, why the tattoo? Why? I enjoy your body. I enjoy everything about it. And if you don't mind keeping it the same, let's do that. Or you can say, you know what? How about we get you a hemp tattoo or a pretend tattoo and see how you like it. And we both like it. We rock with it, fine. But ultimately, it's your decision as my wife, and I want you to be happy. So if you want to get a tattoo, I support it. I just want you to know I enjoy all your brown skin, all of it. So I just want to see the purity of it. I don't want it to be marked up. That's what it is. Then let her know. I guarantee you she'll be excited about it. Next question comes from my brother KG out of Chicago South Side. Is kissing after oral sex an issue? Is kissing after an oral sex an issue? It all depends. I don't see anything wrong with it. Because if I'm going down on you, you're going down on me, hey, we've already crossed the line. So guess what? We can kiss. And kissing is such a powerful exchange. Like me personally, I can't make love to you or you unless I can kiss you first. I got to be able to kiss you because kissing is such an important element. People say, well, kissing is more emotional. And sex isn't. I've always been confused by that. How is kissing more sensual than sex, and sex create babies? But people, I'm confused. But again, the question is, kissing after oral sex an issue? It shouldn't be. It should be something that both parties enjoy. And again, you're tasting each other anyway. And there you have it. JB out of New York says, how can we improve our sexual communication to ensure both of our needs and desires are being met without feeling uncomfortable or pressured? Select days. Select days of the week. For example, let's say if you're going to have sex twice a week. And Tuesday is going to be your day, Thursday her day. On Tuesday, you go in and say, hey, baby, this is all about, Tuesday is her day, Thursday is your day. So Tuesday, baby, this is all about you. I want to just give you what you need. All about you. Thursday is your day. She's give you all about what you need. Now we learn each other's bodies, either each other's bodies' chemistries. And now we, as time progresses, we will say, okay, I got you. I know what you like now. Now we can start having these joint sessions where both parties are getting satisfied. But it's very important. It's also a good thing to do is say, you know what? Let's make love without penetration. Let's just explore each other's bodies. Let's rub and touch and lick and kiss, but without penetration. Again, if we don't do sex and we're making love, let's enjoy this act to its fullest. Don't just do it just to be doing it. And remember, again, men, ladies control the sexual energy in the bedroom. Those are the questions this week for my brothers. Ladies, next week is your week. Please inbox me your questions. Again, I'll pick the top 5. And if you send me like 3 questions, I'm going to do 2 to 3 segments. And I'll answer some of your questions one day and some on the other day. And it's the questions pertaining to love, sex, and relationships. And against relationships include married, you're engaged to get married, going through a divorce, whatever type of relationship you have, please inbox me. There's no question I'm scared to answer. If I can't answer, if I don't know not, I'll say I'll get back to you or to refer you to someone that can answer that question for you. Thank you for tuning in. This is Slam, Sex, Love, and Misunderstanding. I'm Dr. Tiy-E. Peace and love.